So, as we see, she is not here with us on this catch up. The invitation was extended to her, and last minute, she decided she was not going to join. However, Owen and I, we were already ready.
No, he matched with a girl on episode 72, I think. I think it was 72.
So,
Hey,
we're not going to cancel any of these catch ups just because one person chose not to come on for whatever reason that may be. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and continue on with it. As we let everyone know the day of filming, if you match, you do have to do a catch up. Isn't that, informed over to you guys, Owen?
yes, correct.
Exactly. So, yeah, these last minute cancellations, it is unfortunate, but we are going to continue because we do want to hear Owen's sides of things, and we don't want to take away from his time. You took the time out of your day to come on today, same as I. So, we are going to go ahead and continue with this catch up.
I could have sworn I seen a couple on here. I said this before. I can't remember. I remember seeing there's a few times where there hasn't been a catch up like at all. I think this happened with one particular couple, and it was a people that matched the couple that matched. I don't know if they're still a couple now, but the people that matched were like completely. The guy that she picked was way kind of left. I mean, you don't want to judge a book by its cover, or for men or women, but I'm saying like the pick just didn't seem right. It just seemed kind of odd. I'm not talking about Aaron the plumber. It was somebody like way after that.
Sounds good to me. Let's
All
dive in.
right. So, kind of just to get into it a little bit, how was your experience on Pop the Balloon or Find Love?
I would say my experience, it was definitely amazing. I mean, from even just landing. I mean, even though Arizona is hot, I mean, I've been in hotter
Oh,
places,
man.
being a veteran, been overseas, but Arizona was beautiful at night. Definitely got to experience Arizona, even and just the experience of just like meeting the other contestant, the other men, in the dressing room, and kind of vibing with them. So, and even all the way up until just being in the dressing room, hearing the balloon pops, and all right, let's get the nerves out before we go out there, and we all in there hyping each other up. All right, you got this. So, uh, but definitely, 10 out of 10 experience. Definitely enjoyed every bit of it.
That's good. I didn't know you guys could hear the balloons popping from the
Oh yeah,
dressing room. So, you guys could hear it?
we hey when they told me like, oh,
Oh, no.
we be scared.
That is so funny. Wow, I learn something new every day. I did not know you guys could hear it from all the way over there. That's hilarious. But hopefully it wasn't too nerve-wracking hearing that and then it was your turn to come out. Like,
So somebody, the person before you go out, so basically in the back before you go out or after you go out, it's just a straight comedy show between the men and the women. That's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, because once you go out there, I think the nerves for me. I know for me, speaking of my experience, once I walked out there, that's when my nerves left. Cause now
mm,
I could gauge, and now I can just
Oh my
get
god.
into okay. All right, now it's time to meet my match or possible match. If the,
mhm.
so
Okay. So obviously, as we saw, you and Donisha ended up matching. Um, since you guys ended up matching on the date on the show, have you
mhm.
guys gone on a date? Like, did you guys go on a date? Did you hang out after?
so after the show,
Uh-huh.
we did hang out in Arizona
Okay.
and had a
Okay.
time. Went uh, to go see. I think that weekend, Country Wayne went to a comedy show to see Country Wayne.
That's good.
Hilarious, amazing time. Throughout the night, got to know each other. We talking conversations,
Mhm.
um, and then the next morning we both had to fly out. But then since Arizona,
Mhm.
mind you, we both live in Virginia. 25 minutes apart, mind you,
Oh,
25,
okay.
and have not seen each other.
Okay.
Not
Ooh,
because of me though, but
okay.
because of her, I would say, failure to commit to a date. And it's only but so
Okay.
much as a man you can put yourself out there like, hey,
Damn.
are you available on this date? You available for lunch? Are you?
I was just talking about that. Like people on Pop the Balloon at the same time, living within 25 minutes away from each other. Like, what's the chances that they went to the same airport and got on the same flight and y'all were on the same show? They didn't see each other. They didn't see each other in the airport.
Available? You want to catch a dinner? So
Mhm.
just yeah.
Damn.
So let's backtrack to your date in Arizona. So you
Mhm.
said that went smooth. Like you guys were you guys vibing, talking, having chats? Like how
Yeah.
was that? Yeah.
I would say as so the more I would say the more I got to know her, right? Because conversation was well, energy off the chart.
Mhm.
Doesn't take away from she's still a sweet person.
Real quick, kind of a side note, sort of something pertaining to this, men and women. I have heard people that do shoot for long distance relationships that say, I would rather not date anybody in the same city. They've had enough bad experience to where they just label the whole city and surrounding areas as bad. They want to date somebody out the country, or they want to date somebody. I'm not talking about like passport sister or passport protest stuff, but they would rather date somebody in a different state. You know what I mean?
Um,
Not saying that's what she was going for, but I have heard that before. I'm just throwing that out there.
but I will say, as far as like conversation, the more I did get to know her, I felt like it was a few things I was uncomfortable with, where I felt like,
Okay.
okay, we might not be as aligned, but I was still willing to be open and give it a chance. You know,
Okay. So, such as what? Like what were some things that came up that made you like a little uncomfortable?
uh, so where
And also, real quick, kind of a side note, but something pertaining to this video again. I can see Arlette deals with whether the relationship works or whether there's drama. BM, most of the time, I guess I for some reason I get the feeling that he mostly wants to deal with, the relationships that are working, or somebody got a new girlfriend, then you hit BM or something like that. I've never seen Arlette by herself on an episode of a catch up to where somebody linked up with somebody outside of Pop the Balloon and now they're together in a relationship. That's what BM loves. He loves that.
I'm at in life and where she's at in life, it was like just
Complete
night and day. Like,
opposite.
I'm more stable.
Hmm.
As
Okay.
far as being a homeowner, being a vet,
Okay.
government job,
Yeah.
career, school,
You got your disability coming in.
where it was something she said like, okay, she wasn't really, didn't really have like stable employment, which I'm like, okay,
Okay.
all right, cool.
We could
Or
we
I
could
think it was
we could work on that.
more line for career choice, where
Hmm.
she said she was an artist, but she's a rapper,
Oh,
which
okay.
there's nothing against being a rapper. Like, do you think that's just not something that
That's her full. That's she wants to do that full time.
I would want in my person?
Okay.
Um,
But she did say that on the show though,
Yeah.
right?
well, so no, no,
Oh, she didn't
so
say it to you?
no, 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 no. So she
Elaborate.
said she was just an artist, but that's my fault for not clarifying. I should have asked the right question.
Okay.
What
What kind
kind
of
of
artist she
artist?
was?
Yeah. What kind of
Now, when I
artist?
did look back at the show, the only time she said she was an artist was when the first guy came out. She said, "I'm
Mm.
an artist rapper," and then she just stuck to artist the rest of the time. So
Oh,
to
okay.
me, she was just an artist. She didn't really say she was a rapper.
But what if she said she was a singer? Like, elaborate. If she was a singer, would you kind of, be like, okay, you're a singer, all right. But she's a rapper. It's like you don't want to date a rapper. When somebody says they're an artist, you either sing, rap, or you kind of do both in like a popish type style.
Because like if she would have said she was a rapper, I'm like, but even then, like when the but yeah, it was just we're just not aligned. And then like far as like she doesn't have her own place, and I have my own place, and that was kind of
Mhm.
like okay,
So you wanted someone that was a little bit more established
Yeah.
with the
yes.
career and like the lifestyle and things like that.
But I will say I'm still open to work. Like I was fine if even if she, despite that was like going against my standards, I'm still
Mhm.
open to okay, let me get this person because I really wanted to get to know her as a person,
Yeah.
and like her, just to see like okay, where's the substance? I'm looking outside of like the exterior things. I wanted to, but I never really got the chance to even learn the interior things about her. If
Damn.
that makes
Mm.
sense.
But I guess there was no actual real first date. So this is all took place over the phone.
Okay. So now after
I'm
you
guessing.
guys left Arizona, you went
I'm,
back home to Virginia.
Mhm.
Were you guys like messaging, call, FaceTime? Like how was that?
So as soon as we get back, me, I'm being intentional. I'm trying to like, hey, I made her a priority, right?
Mhm.
because I'm a firm believer in, you make
I'm just gonna guess that you found out all this stuff while y'all ate and hang out for the time y'all did in Arizona
time for
before
what you
y'all
want to
flew
make
back.
time for at the end of the day. So when, I'm trying to schedule like, hey, when, which day of the week are you available? Her replies would be more like, I'm not sure. I got a lot going on and I'll let you know. I'm like, what? You
Okay.
let me know. You just can't pick a day and, we stick to a day, you know? And then, so the thing that got me, and, again, no shade or nothing towards her, because I think she is a nice person, but I do think, you know, her priorities might be kind of out of whack because the fact, I'm trying to commit to just a lunch date, even a dinner date, and we're only 25 minutes apart, and she could never commit to a date. So now, but then I turn around and then I see her on social media around a bunch of dudes. So I'm like, okay, so you can brush me off, and then, mind you, she claimed that she was a loner on the show. Like, oh, I don't have any friends, this, that, and the third. But
Yeah.
you hang around a bunch of dudes, which is cool, like to each his own. But now, now that we back in Virginia and we only 25 minutes, wait, now I'm watching how you move. I'm watching your actions. Because,
Right.
words and actions they just wasn't aligning. They just wasn't lining up.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Okay. And now, do you guys know any of the same people, like being so close in proximity in Virginia?
cause I'm from DC. I got out the Navy out here and I go to school out here. So I don't really know like too many folk in the 757 area, Norfolk area. But she's born and raised like in this area, 757 Norfolk area.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I had to check something. He does look from. I do know somebody that does kind of look like him that I haven't seen in years. That's from around that area. I don't live in D.C., Virginia, or nowhere in any of those states, but
Okay. I see here. So about so
I was checking because I couldn't remember his name. But I said, wait a minute, he lives where? He said he was in. Hold on, and he does look a little bit familiar. I thought his name was something else. Then it was like Devin. I said, okay, the hell no. The only Devin I know is in California, and then I know a girl Devin from somewhere else.
you tried to plan lunch date, dinner date, none of it went through.
Didn't go through. And then I think it was one time that, again, despite all of the other stuff that about her I was kind of uncomfortable with, but I was
Mhm.
willing to overlook.
Okay.
It was one time when we was having a phone conversation,
Yeah.
and I'm asking like very deep questions, and I'm sharing like deep parts about myself, and I'm hoping that and she's doing the same. And then as I'm sharing my side, she falls asleep on the phone mid conversation. I said, okay.
How long were y'all on the phone talking? Or like hours, 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours? Falling asleep on the phone is you be like, oh, she fell asleep while you was talking to, oh, and then she call you back right the next day. Hey, what's going on? Falling asleep, da da da. Or if y'all was talking for like an hour, maybe she's super sleepy from work. Okay, cool. But at the same time, it's just if you had a feeling to where y'all was just conversating and all of a sudden she just fell asleep and you feel some type of way, like we don't even talk that much, we ain't seen each other that much. Like I don't even get the feeling that you even like me that much to do that. So, and the way that our conversations are framed, I take it kind of as like you don't even care. I'm guessing that's what it seems like. That's what seems like what makes sense to me.
All right.
Oh
I was like, yeah,
no.
it's like a plane that just it is flying. It started off so high in Arizona, but the moment we got to VA, it just like nosedive and it
Fresh
crashed.
burn.
Yeah. Slowly
Damn,
but
man, that
surely,
sucks.
like
That sucks.
so.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Don't
would you
worry about it.
say was like the final straw for you? Like, because I'm guessing you guys are no longer talking at this point, which is why she chose to decline.
No. So this is, and because I'm a very like half. I'm very positive. I'm very optimistic kind of person. I look at the glass half full.
You probably know why
So I'm
she
like,
declined.
okay, 3 to 4 weeks have passed,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And something in me was like, you know what? Let me reach out to her, and let me
Okay.
see if she's open to I went against my better judgment, and I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I wanted to make sure. I wanted to kind of like, even though she's already shown that she's not able to commit, and she not able to be intentional. But I was just like, all right, let me make sure that maybe it was a bad time. I don't know, just coming up with excuses in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hit her. I was like, hey, you down to you want to link up, grab a bite to eat, this, that, and the third. And she agreed, right?
Okay.
Come the day up, and I knew it was going to happen. Come the day up, because I think it was something about it was raining outside.
Okay.
And she basically was like, oh yeah, it's raining too hard. I'm not going to be able to make it.
Okay.
And then turns around, and then she's on social media in her car driving. I said, oh.
Damn.
I said,
Lied about the people she hang out with. Lying about her car driving, and I think one or two other things she said.
It's the audacity for me. I said,
damn, that's crazy.
So I had, you got to laugh about it, because it's like, really?
Like, you just want honesty, basically, at this point. Like, if you're not interested in me, just let me
say
know.
it. Just say it.
Kind of thing, right?
Just say it, man.
And, I was never disrespectful to her. I'm being intentional, because I came on the show for a reason, right?
Exactly.
And I could have matched with, anybody else, but, it led me to that match, and I was trying to just, just something I took serious.
Well, here's the thing. Don't hit her up. Don't call her. I mean, this catch up happened. She's gonna see this catch up, so whatever happened after this. But I'll be like, oh, okay. Damn, man, she lied in like 30 times. It's like she driving her car, said the car wasn't working. You know what? Don't hit her up no more. Don't look at the Instagram stuff. I mean, he looked at the story. It's gonna show that he looked at the story, I guess. I don't know. I mean, she's gonna see that. And then if he doesn't hit her up off that, she's gonna know, oh, he probably seen me about the car. I know I've been lying, da da da. And she's self-aware that she knows she's been lying to you. She know you ain't dumb. She know you seen stuff or something. However you saw it without her knowing. But I just don't hit her up no more. Just be like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna push on. Later on, this person might hit you back. They might start feeling some type of way about what they've been doing and be like, all right, I've been lying to this person. I've been leading this person on. I mean, they seem to be doing okay for themselves. I ain't talked to him in a minute. He's not a bad guy. He never said anything disrespectful to me. You know what? He's probably a cool person. I'm going to hit him back and see if he wants to hang out. And then you can get some free food. I don't know. But I'm saying they'll hit you back and whatever conversation comes from that, I don't know. But that has happened.
Intentional, being straightforward,
And you're trying to see it through.
Yeah. And at every turn and corner, I'm just getting hit with just excuses and just, stiff arms type, So I was like, okay, I hear you loud and clear. And I don't know, maybe because I think maybe because we never had this conversation. Because I've learned to leave people where they are. Because I feel like if that person doesn't know, their own faults, or they don't understand what they might not bring to the table, I guess you can say, then it's not for me to just keep explaining to every single person I date of what went wrong and why we're not aligned. And,
So you want somebody like more self-aware?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. So when was the last time you guys spoke?
Maybe I'm gonna say a month ago.
Oh wow.
A month ago.
Yeah, about a month ago. That's when I caught myself doing my last hoorah. Last night. And I don't know what maybe I was sitting in the house, I was like, let me see.
Yeah.
So but all hope is not over, because given being on the show, people have reached out in DMs, and I think there's some possible matches on the horizon.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean?
We're gonna keep it in the bag.
Okay.
Don't jinx it.
Okay.
But just if I pop out and y'all like, oh, just know she's gonna be the one.
Okay.
She's gonna be she's going to be it and then some. Just know that. That's all I know.
So
Okay.
it's somebody you met through the DMs.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
they seen episode 72 of Pop the Balloon.
All right.
So
You're working on it.
because everybody was curious, because everybody because you would think, because they saw the episode and they saw the match, that they would. No, they don't stop nobody. They don't. They don't. They don't. So they shooting their shot.
Oh my goodness.
We've seen this.
I said, okay, well, I guess somebody peeped the vibe. I guess they saw it. They probably put two and two. It's like, I don't think that's gonna work. You know what?
That's hilarious.
If you saw the episode and you saw them and you feel like we wasn't gonna work, you probably was right. You was absolutely right. And that's okay. I can I can take that one on the chin, because it's all a learning curve. We live and we learn. You learn. You start to learn what you willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate. But it's definitely an experience, especially in the dating world. You gotta stumble and tumble. You're gonna stumble and tumble until you find the right person. So I feel like that's
exactly. And now, has she reached out to you at all?
I always say that. I said this maybe once or twice on videos before. I don't care. I don't mind saying it again, because I'm standing with this. Pop the Balloon. If you really want to get back out into the dating world, you can step outside, go to the store, go to the grocery store, go out, meet some people, whatever. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Cool. You can soft step yourself in there. Or you can jump off the roof. Go on Pop the Balloon. If you match with somebody, you match. If you don't match and you really want to put yourself out there, boom. DM's going to blow up. Somebody's going to like what they see. All right? Somebody's going to like what they see and try to snatch you up, male or female.
No, she has not.
No. Okay. Yeah. So since you stopped initiating the communication, it has completely come to a halt.
Halt.
Oh man.
Yeah. But I mean, she's still.
You working on something new now? Forget that. You might run into her. Y'all don't live that far from each other.
Her thing, and I think she's doing her rap career thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wish her the best. I ain't no ill will. It's just one of them things. It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work, and that's okay.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, let's hope this little DM thing comes and turns into something. So we'd love to hear more about that if it does. I know it'll be a good story.
Yeah, the hardest part is just filtering out who's genuine.
Yeah.
Versus who just they seen me on a show and they just want to say, I went with a guy that was on Pop the Balloon. And I'm not on that type of time. Like it's peaceful and stable over here. Like it's good over here. So as long as they trying to bring that same energy and be intentional and want to build something, I'm all for it. So
love that. Well, to kind of wrap this up, are there any projects or things that you're working on that you would love for the viewers to support you on?
No current projects, just personal goals. In school, soon to be getting my bachelor's in criminal justice, and then moving towards my master's in cybersecurity.
Okay.
Woo-woo.
Okay. Yeah. Criminal justice, combine that with cybersecurity. You about to start your own firm? What we doing? Okay.
Exciting.
Yeah, because I'm a vet.
Usually I don't stay for these, but I'm gonna stay for his though.
And Navy veteran.
Navy vet. Okay.
So now it's time to just focus on my education and just focus on certifications and trying to get to the bag.
That's good.
That's the goal.
Yeah, I like that.
Good luck with school. I hope it finishes off well and you dive into your career and just succeed and do great things.
Definitely appreciate it.
All right, Owen. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Of course, her side would be like, well, over the phone, you said, and you sounded like, I don't know. I don't know what she would be like. Who knows, man? Good luck to that girl, though. But shout out to this dude right here, keeping it solid. As far as what we know from his side, it didn't sound like anything extreme. He just sounded like, hey, look, man, she ain't like me. And she didn't want to tell me she ain't like me. She said a lot of things that were the opposite of what I actually saw. She's kind of lied to me a couple times. And I was just like, He didn't call her no names. He didn't go crazy on her or nothing like that. He kept it silver, kept it cool. I was like, hey, man, look, she don't like me. That's fine. But I'm working on something new. You know what I'm saying? Got something new coming up from the DM. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
coming on today. Definitely appreciate your time. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.